what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. Today we're doing a what's next on Subriel Matias, the newly crowned IBF Jr Welterweight Champion of the world, after he scored an awesome 5th round TKO victory over Jeremias Ponce as they competed for the vacant IBF title on February 25th in the main event of a Showtime card. Before I get into this, guys, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, show me some love, show me some support. If you don't like what I'm doing, thumbs down and leave a bad comment. I'm just trying to build my page, guys. So if you could do that, it'd be great. So back to Matias. So now he's the new IBF champion. You know, good fight, good solid win. He's gonna bust into the top 10 now as the world champ. And he should be in optional mode because this was a mandatory fight between the top 2 contenders. So I know there was talks about Regis Prograis, that they've been talking shit to each other, but we'll get into that. Let's run through the top 10 and see what possibly could be coming up for the newly crowned champ. Now remember, these top 10s are based on the end of the year top 10. So it might be, you know, I'm not even gonna number them. I'm just gonna go in order from which I had them. Discount a couple guys if they've lost and dropped out, and maybe include some other guys that might have moved in. So in no particular order, just based on, well, yeah, it is a particular order, but you guys know what I'm saying. So anyway, Josh Taylor, the reigning WBO champion, not gonna happen. Matias is not a big enough name for Taylor right now. Taylor gave up that belt so he wouldn't have to fight a guy like Matias next. Taylor's looking for big fights. He's fighting Teofimo Lopez next, and they're also with different promotions, so not gonna happen. Regis Prograis, the newly crowned WBC champion. There is some legs to this fight. Prograis probably gonna make an optional defense. The WBC's granted him that, and then could potentially be seeking a unification bout. It's an easy fight to make because their promotions do work together. So I do believe that this fight has some legs for next year. Now, is it going to happen? I mean, for the second half of the year. Now, is it going to happen next? We don't know. We don't know. That's a big if. We really don't know. Maybe Matias would want to try to unify against Prograis right away, and Prograis doesn't want to take a fight in between. Maybe because he's going to have a mandatory due. So if the WBC granted him an optional defense next, maybe going after Matias next would be the better thing to do. We got to wait and see, but I really like this fight if it does happen. Okay, that's Prograis. Now, Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is with a different promotion. He's fighting against against Richard Comey at the end of this month. He's with Top Rank. I'm not seeing this one happening. Next is Teofimo Lopez. Now Lopez is also with Top Rank, and he's fighting Josh Taylor next. So I don't see him and Matias having any legs. Then there's Jack Catterall. Now Catterall's looking for a title shot, but the Regis Prograis fight seems like that could be the potential there for Catterall. And if Catterall doesn't get the Prograis fight, I don't think Matias is going to want to fight Catterall. I think he's going to want to fight Prograis, to be honest. I think he wants a big fight. They're talking shit to each other already. So I'm not seeing Catterall and Matias. Gary Antoine Russell, very makeable fight. He's fighting on one of the cards coming up here on Showtime. So it would be a makeable fight. I could see it, but I think this is a fight that Showtime might want to build a little more before they let it happen. So I'm going to lean towards the no on this one. Other guys in the top 10. We got Ryan Garcia. Garcia's fighting Tank Davis next. And they're also with different promotions, so I'm not seeing this fight happening next for either guy. Sandor Martin. Interesting one right here. I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like Martin got a crack at Matias, because Martin, I believe, is a promotional free agent, even though his last couple fights have, well, he fought on Top Rank against Teofimo Lopez, fought on ESPN, and then he fought on DAZN the couple fights prior to that. But I really do think he's kind of free of the networks. I don't think he's tied to a certain network, so he can pretty much do what he wants. And I think he might just do that next, you know, and he could be an option for a guy like Matias because he fought so well against Lopez. So he might be an attractive one. So I think that could be an option. You got Jose Zepeda. Well, Zepeda just came off the loss to Barbosa, and I don't think Barbosa or Zepeda, because they're both with, well, actually Pedraza, I should say, because he was in the top 10. But yeah, I don't think Barbosa or Pedraza will be ready. Zepeda also has ties at Top Rank. He's coming off a knockout loss to Prograis. I don't think he'd want to get in there with another big power puncher next. Alberto Puello. I don't think so, because Puello's fighting Rolly Romero, and then the winner is supposed to be fighting Ishmael Barroso next. So I don't think a Matias unification is in the works yet. And then veteran Victor Postal. I don't see him getting a crack here, but you know, it's going to be interesting to see who Matias gets in the ring next. I do think Sandro Martin's a possibility. Again, I could also see a potential showdown with Prograis happening. I think they could fast track that to try to unify belts, and I definitely could see it. So gonna be interesting to see what happens with Matias next. But it was a nice win, and I'm looking forward to seeing this guy back in the ring. So that's it. That's my what's next on the newly crowned IBF Jr Welterweight Champ at 140, Subriel Matias. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.